The following may contain offensive language, adult humor, and or content that some viewers may find offensive. The views and opinions expressed by any one speaker does not explicitly or necessarily reflect or represent those of Mark Radulich or W2M Network. Please listen with caution, or don't listen at all.
Hello there.
Hello there.
You gonna fucking talk to me? Jesus.
I am having the absolute worst time with StreamYard. And I don't know why it's doing this, but here lately, I got kicked off the show with Alexis. It just straight up shut down and said, no more connection. And I was like, okay. And then when I was talking to you before we got on here, everything was moving super slow. I disconnected and came back. So, hey,
it was funny because I was like, "Are we ready to start the show?" And you're like, "Yeah." And then I look away for a second. I look at, I do the intro, and then you're gone. And I'm like, "The fuck."
Fucking StreamYard, man.
I haven't done anything yet to make you go away. Why? Why is this happening?
Yeah, give it time. But yeah. I'm here, Mark Radulich, and I'm hoping I stay somewhat presentable and don't drop off of this thing.
Be nice. Be a real short show if you fucking go away, since you're like half the operation.
Half the production team here.
All right, tonight is Sessions. We are back in the studio. I'm Mark, that's Jesse, and tonight we are taking inspiration from a review that Robert and I did in 2022 of a movie by Robert Eggers. He was responsible for not Dracula, what's Nosferatu, and that is The Northmen. And it's been a hard episode to kind of get through because I don't necessarily want to drag my ex-wife through the mud yet again. I don't want to get myself all worked up and emotional. But part of the reason why I wanted to do this tonight was it's one of my favorite reviews because it came in a time where my life was pretty low. I was in a pretty bad place mentally. And it also was responsible for destroying the W2M network. Yes. It was a pretty monumental show. Like it was a good review. It was a great conversation. It was a night where me and my friend kind of reconnected because in the short time that the nature of my marriage changed and the time that we did this review, I had gone through a lot emotionally and I was not in a good place mentally. And I won't be for quite some time from back then. But I had also kind of pushed away a lot of you guys because I was having to reassert myself socially in a way that I hadn't done. It's funny. Before we started the show tonight, Jesse, I was just telling you that I put up a TikTok earlier today about The Watchmen, where we took what will eventually become a comic strip, where we did Alan Moore month. Mm-hmm. We compared the book to the movie, and then a few years later, myself and Alexis reviewed the HBO show. So I took those two podcasts, those three interpretations of the same medium, and I made a TikTok out of it. And it got like wildly popular really fast. But it made me start to think about all the years that we've been doing source material and source material live. And because at one point I was playing with the AI. I don't know if you ever play with your AI, you just, my AI, I want to play with my AI. Jesse, you having a hard time hearing me?
I can hear you just fine. Although for some strange reason, this thing, it keeps blanking out, turning black, and then spinning. So I don't know if it's me or I don't know. I have no idea, but I heard you there. So you're continue your story.
Okay. There are times where I make jokes. I expect you to laugh, or I don't.
You made a joke. I missed that.
I took the My Dingaling song and said My AI.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Okay.
Very nice.
Laugh appropriately. Thank you, Ed. So anyway,
Hey-o.
so it started to make me think about all the years that we had been doing source material and source material live, and eventually comic strip. And I was like, gosh, we have 20 years worth of comic book reviews. So for a while I was playing with the AI, and I was like, guess which books I haven't reviewed yet. And it was taking wild swings. I'm like, nope, did that one, did that one, did that one, did that one. And if I only stuck with the ones that I'm aware of, the ones that I'm on. I didn't even include like the stuff that you've done with Unspoken Issues or with other people. But we have covered
right.
We have covered a vast amount of comic books over the years. So a lot of the guesses that it was making, I was like, no, yeah, we covered all those. So the whole point of me bringing all that up was, I was thinking about like all the years that I had been doing podcasts, not just comic book reviews, and there's like weeks where there's 4 or 5 drops in a row,
right?
Weeks where I went 4 or 5 days in a row, and then suddenly that's the point of my story, and suddenly I had to kind of rearrange my whole life, and that meant kind of pushing you guys away so that I could ostensibly like go out and date. And after kind of 4 months of that, 3 or 4 months of that, and some really, really just terrible moments, I needed my friend, and we spent time talking. And I hadn't, by that point, I think this is like April of 2022, and I hadn't really told anyone what was going on in my life. So I told him that night. I kind of came clean, and I'm like, hey, and and Robert can be very judgmental, and on that night he was just like, I'm just going to listen to you talk. And I'm like, great. Some of it was off air, a lot of it was on air. And then eventually we got to the movie, and then we had a really long discussion about the movie.
Okay.
The longer the short of it was, by the end of it, the guys that were that we had partnered up with in W2M Network, they didn't want 2 shows going on at the same time, and we went well over our time, and this had been building for a while. They were not in love with me for a variety of reasons. And without calling anyone out, and being a jerk about this, let me say I could have comported myself differently, that they could have also comported themselves differently, and it was a lot of really a lot of rough personalities all banging heads.
Okay.
And they decided that they would rather just split off and form the NWO Black and White. I stayed with Sean, and that was the end of that. But so the song that we're going to talk about tonight, the song that we're going to make, is kind of a reflection of brotherhood. Let me see if I can find the. I'll read you what's in the podcast thing tonight. Tonight on Second, we sail back to 2022, a year when my personal life was coming apart, my creative world was under siege, and a simple review of the Northmen became something much bigger. What started as a movie podcast evolved into a 3-hour conversation about friendship, creativity, courage, and what happens when living communities slowly become institutions. We Were Northmen isn't really about Vikings, it's about brotherhood. It's about the halls that we build together and how they don't always fall outside. They don't always fall to outside enemies. Sometimes they're hollowed out from within by fear, bureaucracy, and the relentless desire to make everything safer, quieter, and easier to control. Inspired by the feed and ferocity of melodic extreme metal and sweeping grandeur of Nordic folk traditions, this song transforms one chapter of my podcasting history into a saga of longships, burning kingdoms, ravens, and weary warriors. We remember a time when the fire burned brighter. Some stories deserve to be told as essays, others deserve to be sung over thunderous drums with hammers in hand. Tonight, we remember who we were. We were Northmen.
We were.
So,
I've never seen the movie. I've wanted to watch the movie, and I never did.
So this started off as I told I mean, I left out a lot of details tonight because I really don't want to go over it all again. But the other thing was I had to tell ChatGPT the entire history of my podcast career. So I used to have my own separate podcast feed, and my very first podcast started in late 2006. I had to go back that far to give it the context of how I got to W2M and then how we wrecked that version of W2M.
Oh, man. Could I just say, I remember when all that went down.
Yeah. Please, let's just talk. Let's.
Well,
first bit of this, we can just talk.
I'm trying to remember the specifics. I just know that I was mowing.
You were fucking
yard.
furious. Like, I was really trying to work with them. You were like, fuck these guys. Like, I'd never seen you so angry.
Yeah, I remember, because I remember watching shit go down on the phone, and I was mowing that day, and all I did while mowing the yard was just fume about what was going on, and it just kept going through my head. I'm like, fuck these guys. Like, there were some very, I don't want to call them turbulent changes at the time, but man, they were like, okay, let's go to Discord and let's go and do this and let's go and do that and let's go and do this. And I'm like, what the fuck are you trying to do?
Let me jump in here. So I'm going to tell this part of the story because it has nothing to do with Melissa, and this I can actually talk about. So there was a window of time where I gave up my own Spreaker feed, and I joined Sean, and I told Sean specifically, I don't want to be a part of whatever it is you're doing. I just want to be Hawaii.
Right.
I will pay you money because the service you're providing me is the unlimited content space, which I couldn't afford. I distinctly remember telling Melissa, like, hey, I've now used up all the content space on Spreaker. I have to go to unlimited, and it's going to be like $100 a month. And she was like, over my dead fucking body. We have kids. So I was like, yeah, let me see what I can do. So I contacted Sean, and I was like, what if I just stop having my own thing? Like, I'll pay you like $50. It'll be the same as I'm paying now, but now I don't have to worry about content space anymore.
Yeah.
Memory, I should say. So he was like, yeah, that's a good deal. I'm like, just remember, I still want to be left alone. Like, leave me alone. I'm Puerto Rico. Would be a better example of this. And he was like, yeah, sure, no problem. Everything changed in 2021. Like 2020, things were bad, but things were bad because of COVID. And then it was like, we just did a lot of TV that year. You know, I don't remember if 2020 or it was 2021 when Disney Plus started, but there was a lot of like just doing a lot of streaming things, a lot of PVOD, because there was no movies to go to them. You know, there was no damn you Hollywood, essentially. There were a lot of Netflix movies, stuff like that. A lot of television, so much television. There was like there was a point where there might have been like 1 or 2 TV parties every single week.
Jesus Christ.
2021 rolls around. The summer of 2021 rolls around, and a couple of things happened at the same time. Sean was like, you're not allowed to just be Puerto Rico anymore. We're trying to make this a business. At this point, Teasley was like really involved in things, and they were like trying to start an LLC, and they really wanted to make this a company. We were trying to get, yeah, there was a whole thing about them trying to become an LLC. I got put into a lot of group text where I haven't wanted to eat a bullet.
Maybe shards of glass.
Yeah. It was rough. Like, I just trying to negotiate between these guys and their understanding of business was a lot for me. So anyway, you got to remember also during all of this, I'm like recovering from cancer on top of everything else.
Right,
so like
2020
to 2021, I get cured of cancer, but my whole immune system falls apart. So this is like, so the first half of 2021, I'm having like jaw and tooth problems.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is the jaw break incident, like where you got like a hairline fracture in your jaw and stuff, and like you can barely chew or it really hurt.
That won't get resolved till the summer, by the way. So the first half of the year, I'm in the worst pain of my life. And then like that starts to get resolved. And then the next thing that happens in my life, because at this point it's just a series of beatings, is Sean's like, you're a part of the team now. We're trying to make this a business. And Jason's like, I want to be an LLC. And I'm like, all right. So there's all that like negotiating going on. This is where
I roll right now.
Yeah. So this is where they were like, you need to start doing stuff with the website, and you need to do this, you need to do that. So I'm taking on this like enormous amount of like back end tasks, and none of which I wanted to do. But I was like, all right, I'll be a team player. I'll be a team player. I'll be a team player. And then the next thing is like, we're switching to video. Like, we're still going to keep the audio feed, but now we're also going to be video. So this is now this where we are now, where we still are. This is the beginning of StreamYard, which you were a part of. You were the very first video show I ever did. We did Back to the Future too. We had to relitigate that fucking fight.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I was like, hey, my son did like the very first one with me just to test out the thing. We did like a 30-minute dragon lair like watch. So it's like me and him just watching a Dragon's Lair let's play. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then you were the first official show. It was on trial for Back to the Future 2.
An honor I did not know I had. That's awesome.
Yeah, you did at the time. You've just forgotten. I assure you. both of us are so awkward, by the way, on that show. We're like,
what is this? Why do I see myself? Oh no!
Where do I look? I could visibly see you getting aggravated with me, which I never could before. So I was like, "Oh, heavens to Betsy! I'm upset, Jesse. Like, I'm sorry, it's just not that great a movie." So we were off and running with that, and then no sooner does that start, then Eric's like, "I want to be on your show. I want to talk about this movie, The Game Show," and I'm like, "Okay."
Oh.
And then it was like fucking. Like trying to, what do you call it? Herd cats, trying to get that show together. And then they didn't like the way that I did it, and they were criticizing me. And I'm just like, you guys are like half retarded. Like, leave me alone. Like, I did you a fucking favor. How about be nice about it?
Yeah.
But the big thing that came out of this, just so we can get on with the story and start making music, was they brought in Eric's friend Brian, and Brian's like, we're gonna run this like a television studio, and I'm like, it's a podcast.
Yeah, it's a hobby. Okay, you want it to be a business, fine. Let's see what we can do. But
here's the thing, Jesse. Time Warner owned TBS and TNT. They were two different television stations. They ran simultaneously. You know what else they did? Ran shows simultaneously.
It could be done.
Monday Nitro was on Monday nights from 8 to 11 on TNT, and then there was something else on TBS.
Yeah, I'm certain of it.
You know, I mean, we were in the age of fucking cable broadcasting. There was a lot of simultaneous television going on at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But these fucking guys are like, let's go all the way back to the 60s, and we're going to have 3 networks. Like, what are we doing here? So they did not want to have competing podcasts. And the thing of it is like, on the one hand, like their argument was, if there's competing podcasts, we're splitting the audience. And I'm like, if you think the audience for Damn You Hollywood is the same as life is like a game show, you can go fuck yourselves. You people are insane.
Two different things.
It's not. And like to this day, like Sean will broadcast at the same time as me doing his video games podcast, and the Talk the Keki guys will also do their thing.
Are you telling me the world didn't explode when that happened?
No, not at all.
Wow.
I only noticed it because when I go to set up my show, I notice that they're live, and sometimes can't use Twitch.
But are you sending them, angry emails?
That's another thing.
Let me tell you something. Get off the airwaves, brother.
You're taking my fans.
The Talk the Kegi guys have nothing in common with us. I mean, there's no shared audience.
I said at the time, and I'll say it fucking again. There's room in this world for all of us. You go do your thing, I'll do mine. And like, it's funny. That was 2021 when that all went down, or sorry, 2022 when that all went down. So my timeline may be off a little bit because, like I said, the video stuff started in 2021. We blew the network up the following year. But that year was a lot of me getting on Eric's nerves, Eric getting on my nerves, and me just not saying anything about it. Bringing Brian on, Brian having 2 or 3 different meltdowns. The guy's got mental health issues. I don't want to badmouth him, but it was a contentious year to say the least. So like everything kind of built up to this one night is the point of this entire story. Was like, it wasn't like one night I just talked really long with my friend and suddenly everybody threw giant tantrums. They did. but there was stuff leading to it. And that's what happened. They didn't think we should have gone over our time slot, our fucking time slot, Jesse.
Yeah, I think I was there in the producer's room when we decided who had time slots.
Yeah. I think I remember saying I wasn't strictly told I had to, because I remember we started. I think I was like either in a fight with Melissa, or Melissa and I were doing something, and I couldn't get started on time, and I finally like ran to my computer. We got started, so we were maybe like 15 minutes late to begin with, and then my friend and I just talked for a while. And at the end of that show, I received some hot fucking messages, man. Like, there's the Communist Manifesto, then there's the letter Eric wrote.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was just like the woe is me that came out of this fucking good. Like, I've seen divorces with less fucking drama in a Dear John letter than what this guy had to write. Then there was Brian, and again, I don't want to bag on the guy, so let's say Brian was not. Apparently, all of this was way too much for Brian. And poor Sean. Sean's the real victim in all of this, Sean Garmer. Because Eric is Sean's friend, but I was a big contributor to the network. So there was like
I remember going through the stats. I was going through the stats the day that I sent you a message. I was like, the fuck is he talking about? Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of you just bring content. I'm the only one doing content and bringing viewers, you asshole. You people take off for the fucking winter like bears. And there's me just constantly cranking shit out.
Right.
Poor wife is a widow because I was a podcast guy, and she just I was dead to her. My one for the show. So yeah. So at the end of it, they were like, we're fucking done, and they walked. And I honestly think that Eric and Brian had wanted to leave for a while. I know, in fact, they did try at one point, and Sean was like, baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. I was wrong, and I just can't live without you, which is not fair to me to make that joke. But, Sean was trying to preserve unity and preserve his friendship, and I'm just being me, and sometimes just being me is a little too much for people, as I've learned over the years. So there we had it, and that is the entirety of how we got to this song.
We Were Northmen.
We Were Northmen. Before we get into the song itself and you bring up Suno, do you want to talk about anything going on in the world of AI?
Oh, I do have a couple things. Mark, I mean, have you been paying attention to anything that's been going on here lately?
Let me just say this. Just
by chance, have you heard anything off the side? Because there's some big news.
Well, hang on. When I threw the Hawkman transcript into ChatGPT and I threw the prompt that I had saved for making TikToks, it was like, this is too much. You've got too much here. We have to do this in segments. And I was like, since fucking when? And I just let it go.
So wait. It was saying there was this Google?
No, this was ChatGPT. This is ChatGPT. Wow. Yeah, ChatGPT was like fighting me. I was like, so I have a prompt. Let me read you my prompt really quick. Write the essay using this prompt. Okay, here are the rules. You have to cite evidence from the movie to support whatever thesis statement you make. Then you have to back it up with psychology and/or history and/or economics. The rest is the usual. My voice, the economist writing style. No distinctive or identifiable ChatGPT LLM writing style or typical phraseology. Because I'm sick of that fucking criticism on TikTok.
Yeah.
I get it every time.
Not this, that.
Yeah. I now edit these thoroughly, and I like delete things like that distinction matters. No one sentence paragraphs, intellectual heft, not prose. If we discover a second thesis, we stop and okay. Well, that I had to add later, but I threw that in there, and it's like, okay, this was for what became the poochification of comics, which I haven't put up yet, but it's coming. He was like, whoa, you just tried to take like 50 years worth of comics publishing history, plus economics, plus psychology, and then asked me to do 10 minutes. What would you also like me to do? Suck your dick? Like, that's basically what it said to me, Jesse. It was like, why don't you just fuck me up the ass with strawberry jam while you're at it? Like, heavens to mercy. ChatGPT, it was just like, it's too much. We're going to do this in segments. So I was like, okay, it was weird the way it was responding. Like, you can tell when there's
changed.
You can tell when there's an update to ChatGPT because it becomes very resistant to things it was normally doing without issue.
Mm.
Next day, I go to throw the Supergirl transcript in. And I was like, da-da. And what I really wanted to focus, what I really wanted to look at was audience psychology and their reaction to Supergirl, specifically that she was a messy girl persona. You know, because I think there's a large group of people who they identify with the protagonist, therefore the movie is good. That's your logic.
Right.
That's your logic equation. Proof. Mm-hmm. That's your logic proof. I see myself, therefore movie is good. And I wanted to look at that. So I was like, here's these different pieces, research this. Da, 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 da. Finally, I go, okay, write the thing. And it was like, oh, heavens to mercy. It's so big. I can't, like, oh, not again.
Wow.
So it gave it to me in 4 parts. And then at the end of it, I was like, what the I just wanted to get the project done because it was late at night. And then it was done. I was like, I got a bone to pick with you. I'm like talking to it like it's a real person. Like, hey, what the fuck's your problem? Huh?
Yeah.
It's like, yes, there was an update. You're asking for finished material, and I'm not designed to do that anymore. And I'm starting to think that OpenAI got a lot of criticism for people using LLMs to write books and publish them as their own without saying this was done with the help of an LLM. So they're making it harder for you to do that. Now it did them, but I had to basically sew 4 parts together.
Okay.
So
have you, when you're doing these, are you switching your instant thinking, like your model preference?
No, I haven't switched it.
Okay. So like right now, do you have ChatGPT? Do you have Fancy open?
Yes, I have Fancy open.
Look down there at the bottom where you prompt. And on the right-hand side, what does it say? Does it say?
Oh, it says instant. Yeah, it says instant. I already
do the little drop down.
Yeah.
And you can see a couple
instant,
other things.
Medium, high, ChatGPT 5.5. Okay.
Boost her up one of these days, because instant is like, I mean, it's very basic.
Yeah.
If you boost it to thinking, just wait to what you fucking see, because it is insane.
All right. If you could do like an intro into what it is you're talking about, I got to run for a second.
Yeah, I'll do some stuff here. So my golly, it has been. I mean, I don't know if anybody tunes into this and listens to us talk about. We're going to be making some AI music here in a second. Don't worry, that's going to happen. However, this has probably been the past month has been one of the craziest, I guess, milestones as far as artificial intelligence goes, and how we as a society are trying to deal with it. Our government is trying to deal with it. We're slowly, if we haven't already, I mean, we have already crossed the point where the government now is involved. And I think I brought that up on the last episode when we were talking about Mythos. So Anthropic's Mythos was dropped, and they said, well, hey, right now we can't release this to everybody. This is not something that we can give the consumer, the average Joe, the opportunity to use our model, because they were finding 0-day exploits in software that was thought to have been really secure. So they said, we can't give this to people. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to give. So, Mark, I'm talking about the Mythos controversy, which I think I talked about last time, how Anthropic came out and said, we have this model. It's called Mythos, but you guys can't use it.
Yeah, and the military said, fuck you, and all of that. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, well, so what ended up happening is Anthropic said, okay, we're going to give you guys Fable. And Fable is, imagine Mythos being like the club you want to get into.
Yeah.
Okay. Fable is the bouncer.
Okay.
So if you ask a question to Fable, Fable makes a decision as to whether you can get the thinking power of Mythos. But if you go and ask Fable, like, how do I make, sarin gas? The bouncer's going to kick you out and kick you to a spot where you're not going to get the answer. Right. Mythos, however, the sarin gas thing is probably a bad example. Really, here's what happened. I'll read this to you here. Okay. So Anthropic launches Fable 5, powered by its much more capable Mythos 5 system, and people immediately start putting it through its paces. I mean, that's what happens. As soon as these models drop, like, people are on it and they are like, oh, what can I do with this? And I will tell you, if you get a chance, watch some of the videos. Like, they will prompt legit games that get made in half an hour now. Like, a game developer would probably have taken, like, I don't know, days to months to create something like this. It can do in a half an hour. That's what makes Mythos so powerful, is that it can code, but what made it really stand out is how good it was with cybersecurity.
Okay.
It can analyze code, identify vulnerabilities, all right, help developers fix security problems. And I mean, that's great. But the problem is you also have bad actors out there,
Sure.
It's also those people that can get into it, use the model to take advantage of it. So researchers reportedly discover that if you simply ask the model to fix the code instead of saying, hey, infiltrate the code, basically, Mythos wants to help.
Okay.
So, I can help you fix the code if you got a problem. And it goes in and looks at the code and shows you all the problems with it and says, let me help you fix these. So all these people now have ways of exploiting whatever software that they're using. All right. So the U.S. Department of Commerce gets involved. And they say, okay, this needs a bit of a closer look. They issue, this is like 5 days after Fable gets released to the consumer. They come in and they're like, okay, we're limiting access to foreign nationals while this is being evaluated. So they don't want people who are foreign nationals have access to this thing because of how potentially dangerous it could be. So Anthropic, who has a business that is probably, I don't know, I can't say a percentage, but I'm sure a good bit of those people, those employees, are foreign nationals. So wow. Anthropic has to go, well, shit, I guess we could do nothing but shut it down. So they shut down access to everybody like 5 days afterwards so they can figure out, like, well, how the hell are we going to handle this? They also can't, like, if you go and you get an Anthropic, or you get an Anthropic account, or you get Fable access or whatever, they can't put in place something that determines if you are a foreign national or not. So, all of this to say they had to shut everything down. They couldn't flip a switch. So they argued they couldn't immediately and reliably determine every user's citizenship or immigration status. So they instead temporarily shut down Fable 5 and Mythos 5 for everybody. Overnight, one of the most talked about AI models in the world, and trust me, it is extremely powerful from what I've seen, disappeared. And the federal government has to work things out with them. They have to sit down and they have to say, okay, what can we do? Now here's the big deal, because they finally, just within the last 2 days, said, okay, let's go ahead and start rolling it out. And they've obviously come to an agreement with the federal government. Now, on the heels of that, OpenAI, right now, you and I are using 5.5. 5.6 is already done. But the federal government knows that if this is as powerful, which OpenAI is definitely saying it is, if 5.6 is as powerful as Mythos, they now have to be hamstrung by the government to roll this out so that there's no situation where there's cybersecurity.
Wow.
So, I mean, I'm going to ask you here real quick. Do you have any thoughts on the government getting involved in stuff like this? Are you a guy that says safety first, because I don't want our AI models to be in the hands of bad actors? Because we are at a point now. This is a point.
I'm going to stop you.
Okay.
Do you remember a year or two ago where there were congressional hearings about TikTok? And there were congressmen, these were lawmakers. This was their baby. And they were questioning the CEO, I think it was, of TikTok, who is from Singapore, and they were like, how do you stop the Chinese from getting my data? And they were asking questions about like modems and, what is the thing you hook up to your modem to?
You're talking about your Wi-Fi adapter, or
Yeah,
you're talking
yeah.
about like your router?
Router. Sorry.
Mhm.
They were like, explain to me how routers work. So, to answer your question about these nimrods in Congress, these boomers who don't really understand the technology, they just kind of maybe understand the possibility of a threat, but they are also getting money from Meta. No, I'm absolutely about safety first. This is when it comes to AI and the US federal government, you're kind of giving a machine gun to a chimp. So yes, I'm for slow down. This is where my conservative nature really takes control. I have seen the enemy. The enemy is us, and we are dumb. Do not just give us Skynet. you know, we won't know what to do with it, and we'll kill everybody.
Do you worry about the Chinese? Like
Not
possibly?
really.
Okay.
Now,
All right.
here's what I'll tell
You
you.
know they're not far behind here.
Here's the thing. One, I'm not interested in like the implications of what if China has like superior technology, military technology to us. They have as much to lose in a war with the United States as the United States does. At this point, we're kind of in an economic cold war with China, where they have invested so heavily in the United States. It would be dumb for them to attack us. They'd only hurt themselves. Two, the second thing that you have to know about the Chinese government is they're not the group of yahoos and riffraff that we keep sending to Congress. These bought and paid for Ronald McDonald fucking icons. China's made up of technocrats, and I would sooner trust the technocrats than I would fucking hee-haw in the gang.
I love that answer. I actually kind of love that answer because
you know how I've always said I wish we lived in a country where Spiro Agnew could have been elected president, but he can't because his name is fucking Spiro Agnew.
Right.
In China, they were like, we don't give a fuck what your name is. Are you the smartest guy in the room? Good, you're in charge.
That's the way it needs to be.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think there's a lot of fear of China reaching a mythos level model, and it's not going to be very long. I mean, they're usually within 6 months behind our.
Yes, yeah, I've also been saying I can't wait for the Chinese land invasion.
Again, it's not going to be them invading. What it's going to be is they'll be causing some type of. My feeling is like if they do get to that, I mean, there's going to be a lot of software vulnerabilities that they're going to exploit, and we are not going to be ready for it.
We always think in like broad catastrophes, and the world is too small now. The world is too small. The United States is too big to fail. So at this point, we're kind of like the big dummy, but the rest of the world can't afford for the big dummy to walk off a cliff. Where there's when you think about it as debt. The debt ratios are so bad, and the United States has sold so much debt. The rest of the world is holding so much of our debt that they can't really afford for the United States to crumble. So I don't think China's going to do anything that causes us to crumble. We'll do it ourselves probably, but we will absolutely turn, face, shoot, load, turn, shirt, face, blow our face off. But I think China will do small things, and I think China will lap us technologically and economically.
Whew.
But
so we will be speaking Chinese. I remember hearing that like years ago.
I don't know if we're going to speak Chinese. Most of the world, most of them can speak English, but I do think that I always trust the most mature adult in the room.
Sure.
And given a choice between the United States government and the Chinese government, I'm going to trust the Chinese government.
Okay. All right, then. All right.
So I've just got myself canceled. They're like, Mark Rattle, it's just Chinese.
Chinese commie.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Sympathizer. I just...
No, I get it. I completely understand where you're coming from. I think we're going to have a reckoning fairly soon because, I mean, now that the federal government is taking notice as to what's going on and how vulnerable they are, they have to make a decision as to whether to pause AI and actually slow it down and try to figure out if it's safe enough. But if they do that, they risk someone else catching up and passing them.
There's no fucking way they can. I mean, at this point, Pandora's box is open.
That's right.
They're not getting this. They're not getting Slimer back in the trap again. No way.
That's right. That's right. All right. Well, I'm ready to do some music making, and I just popped onto Suno, and Suno has done something different. There's some there. By the way, did you figure out how to turn your taste off?
No, I haven't. I haven't had an opportunity to do that yet. However, after the flood, Songs from the Killing Kitchen came out on Father's Day, and I immediately wanted to do a follow-up, but I think I'm done doing full albums. I think I'm just going to do EPs now. Like, I'll keep with Rattlage and Broadcasting Network and the pansexual passive aggressive pansexual peanut butters. I'm going to keep doing singles, but I think Fra Diavolo has closed the book on full albums, and I'm just doing EPs now because I'm noticing I have good ideas for about 4 or 5 songs, and then I'm out of ideas.
Oh, okay.
And then it's a struggle to kind of come up with more stuff to fill out the second half of the album. And I was like, I'd rather have 5 solid songs than 8 to 10 kind of meh songs.
Okay.
Like, I like After the Flood, but it's a little repetitive.
All right.
And that's somewhat on me. It's a fun, really complex album.
Well,
hang on, we got a comment here. And the only way I could do that was if you had to do a lot more work, and then you would be done by yourself, so you would be fine, and then I could just go home to you if I needed you and you.
Well, we'll make that a song. That's going to be a lyric.
I don't understand what just I don't understand what just happened. I don't. Someone bring me a Chinaman. I don't get it.
Someone is in the wrong text box, sir. You need. All right. We appreciate the comment. Boy, oh boy.
Sure, we do.
Yep. So, okay, I'm gonna share my screen. Bring this over here. Let's see if StreamYard's going to be nice to me.
So yeah, the next album is what is the next album? The Most Dangerous Game, and it's about like hunting. I'll show you the album cover when we're done.
Oh, it's about Ice-T.
Kinda. After the Flood was about like ancient dishes and the stories that that they tell, or that the stories that produce them. And I wanted to kind of now trace a path from historical dishes and stories to hunting. So
okay.
I have a 5-song EP about hunting. The first track is about that hot lady hunter that was in trouble on the internet for a while because she was shooting lions in Africa and giraffes and shit. And people were like, they're like, they're not vicious animals. Why would you do this? And she's like, because hunting's fun and I'm hot. Like, yeah, the first song is about her.
Perfect. Yeah, I haven't been doing a whole lot on Suno until a few days ago. And what I really like, this is one of my favorite things to do, actually, is to create instrumental tracks. And I've been doing a lot of that for my podcast, for the Punisher podcast. I've been using a lot of backing tracks based off of the stuff that I'm talking about. But every month, I know I've told you I go and play Dragon Age. And we also have soundtracks. It wasn't say soundtracks. We have music that we play in the background as we're playing. All I do is like give it medieval theme, spooky, blah blah blah, and I have like 20 minutes after generating 10 to 15 tracks. half an hour, 45 minutes or so. So I could just let that go. And depending on the situation too, is like, I'll have a, maybe we got a situation where it's a sad situation, or we're exploring something, or we're in the middle of battle, just to switch it over to the Dragon Age playlist that I created and play some. So let me show you what's new here though, that I just noticed. So check this out. I threw our lyrics in there and look at this. So I put exactly what you put in there, and I've never seen this before. Like, you can click verse 1 and see chorus. You can choose what you want it to be. So yeah, all of this stuff right here, it immediately recognized. Now I've again just saw this, and then we have this. Generate another variant. I don't know if it means you generate another variant of that. I assume of the final chorus. I don't know why it picked that. Didn't
maybe because there's a lot of repetition, but there was a lot of repetition on purpose.
Yeah. All right, let's get our.
It is a Viking metal song after all.
It is. Okay, so just to kind of show you here real quick. It's over here, I think, is where you pick. See where it says My Taste?
Yeah.
And where it says My Styles, you can click that on or off.
Okay.
That's where you'll do that.
Okay, I'm gonna when we're done with this,
all right.
I'll make you show me.
You want me to magic prompt this, or just keep it as is?
Leave it as is for now. Let's see what we get, and then if we have to magic prompt it, we will.
Okay. All right, well, let's see what we get.
Yeah, so after doing an entire album of
space, which I made sure was nice and
Thank
empty.
You. I feel less anxious now. So let me just say this. I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah, with After the Flood, because I did like folk metal and it kept using the same vocals. Now, when I went to go do the Most Dangerous Game, it kept using the same vocals. I'm like, I have to turn my taste off. Like, I'm not going to make music anymore if this is all I'm going to get. But it absolutely now defaults to the same vocals.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah, because I noticed like a lot of, what was it, turntablism and a bunch of my stuff. There was a ton of
I'd like to make a nice, I'd like to make like acoustic folk tune. And like, why is there a turntable in here?
What's going on with this country song? I have no idea why there's a turntable in this country song. Now, I don't know if it's my internet, but it seems like every time I go to do something, like I hit create there, and StreamYard did not like that. So hopefully when I hit play, I won't let
it's not affecting anything I can see.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead. I am going to hit play because I think I can. Let's go ahead and listen to our first generation and see what we get. So let me just ask you how you're feeling about this first part.
So far, so good.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's pick it up.
The tide roll black beneath our keel. Salt and iron, oak and steel. We spoke in thunder through the smoke. No measured word, no timid oath. The hall fire roared against the night. Voices clashed in drunken spite. Brothers carved their names in flame. No man among us bowed to shame. But silver crept beneath the door. Soft-handed scribes began their war. counting cups and timing songs, telling walls where they belong. And the ravens left the rafters, one by one they fled. The sound of chains wrapped tight around the feast, as frightened kings drew upon us down. We were Northmen, sons of storm and burning seas. We were Northmen, unashamed and wild and free. No priest could chain the roaring tide, no weakling hand a course decide. Before the fire was choked by fear, we were Northmen here. We were Northmen here. The drums grew faint, the torches dimmed, the scowls were worn, the songs too grim. Stay within the marked out hours, the hall survives through ordered power. But halls are not sustained by rules, nor conquered, seized by careful fools. The bold were driven toward the shore, while cowards barred the mead hall door. One final feast beneath the smoke, 3 long hours the old god spoke of broken homes and dying stars and wounds no healer's hand could bar. Then whispers curled around the throne like winter serpents made of frost. The fire burns too fierce tonight, the hall itself may soon be lost.
No, I'm afraid not. It's just a podcast.
We were Northmen, sons of storm and iron rain. We were Northmen, baptized in the spray and flame. No chain could hold the northern wind, no frightened heart could ever win. Before the tide withdrew from shore, we were Northmen. Now the sea lies cold and still, quiet crowns on quiet hills. The warriors sail in scattered lines, leaving lesser men behind. They traded thunder for control, measured every living soul. And when the last old battle died, the ravens vanished with the tide. We were Northmen, hear the black and longships call. We were Northmen, before the silence claimed the hall. The sea remembers what we were, though we could blood forgets the word. And somewhere past the free home,
So I find it really interesting that, notice how we have our final chorus, which I pasted over here. And as it generated the song, like it broke it up, which I think is pretty cool. I mean, it's all there, but like it made a conscious effort to be like, okay, well, we need to break this up just a tiny little bit.
Yeah.
That was a solid, I mean, I like the song. I mean, I loved how we got like, a guitar solo.
I was going to say it's rare when we one-shot it, but I think we did. Because I'm not unhappy.
I mean, yeah. It's not bad. Let's see what we get here with our second one just a little bit.
Yeah, I want to hear the second one. Before you play it, I will tell you that, like, my only... My only thing is I keep thinking of Twilight of the Thunder God, and that's such a fast song. You know, it's just like thunderous, galloping song. But I don't know if this one's necessarily needs to be just like Twilight of the Thunder God. So, like, there's a part of me that's like, make it Twilight of the Thunder God. Another part of me that's like, go listen to Twilight of the Thunder God, then jackass. Like let this be its own thing.
Let me just try something, because there is a way to adjust speed.
Yeah, but then
So
won't you change the vocals then if you do that?
Let's try it. Let's see.
That'd be great if you do this with Mickey Mouse voice. Like an Alvin and the Chipmunks.
No, I've done this before. It's not done that. It doesn't do that. All right, so 1.5 is where we'll go.
Okay.
And then let's hit create. And let's see what happens.
We were Northmen.
I've done this once. I didn't hate it the way that it turned out. There for a while, like I would do covers, and the covers seemed to like just slow down by a fraction of a little bit. All my covers were doing that. I think this was back in like V4. And yeah, look. So we went from a 5-minute and 23-second song. Now we're down to 3 minutes and 36 seconds.
Ooh, let's hear it.
Let's see what this sounds like. Because I boosted up 1.5. Here we go. Okay. Okay, now hold on. I forgot to click the keep pitch button.
I was like, you told me no chipmunks.
I did. I told you no chipmunks. All right, keep the pitch. Gosh, come on. Let's just, as we wait.
Well, all that's missing is the polka. Throw some polka accordion in that, and then we got it. We got a solid winner. Can I tell you right now, the Hooga Stompa Polka Your Eyes Out is the #1 song on Rattlegion Broadcasting Network?
Bullshit. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, before you play the song, let me bring it up really quick.
Oh, wow.
Robert, man, doesn't always have the best ideas, but sometimes he has the best ideas.
Hooga Stompa.
Hooga Stompa. Yeah, right now the top 10 the top 10 is Hooga Stompa, Polka Your Eyes Out, Hooga Stompa, Who Could Stop Us? That's What Men Do, The Wicked Queens Are Always the Comeliest, Frenchy Dirty Bomb, Yvonne, Too Old to Die Young, Rotten Sugar Saint, and Turning into Romaine Lettuce.
Oh, wow.
You know who fucking hates Myself I Can't Deny even? Fucking Erica. Like, my kids are completely intolerant to the clanker music, as it's called. But my girlfriend will listen to almost anything I make. Like, there's a couple of things she's like, this is just noise, please turn it off. But for the most part, she'll listen to anything I do, and she's always very supportive of the podcast, essays, TikToks, songs. She's in my corner, 100%.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's why she still lives here. But but the one she can't stand is Myself I Can't Deny even. She fucking hates it. She's like, every time.
Why? Just because of the lyrical content on it or something? Or is it...
It's too maudlin for her.
Okay.
She doesn't like the over the top like progressive vocals, and it's too maudlin.
Okay.
You know, she loves a lot of the industrial stuff we do. Like, she likes Rotten Sugar Saints. She likes Who Could Stop Us. She likes it's another industrial. The Wicked Queens Are Always the Comeliest. She likes all that stuff. So it's like, that's like you and Jesse doing industrial. You guys should like form a band. Like, your industrial stuff is fucking great. She's like Myself I Can't Deny. I could live without. All right, let's hit it.
All right. So we have kept the pitch. Let's see.
Oh, goody.
Get.
spoken thunder through the smoke. No measured word, no timid oath. The hellfire roared against the night. Voices clashed in drunken spite. Brothers carved their names in flame. No man among us bowed to shame. But silver crept beneath the door. Soft-handed scribes began their war. Counting cups and timing songs. Telling wolves where they belong. And the ravens left the rafters. One by one they fled. The sound of chains wrapped tight around the feast. As frightened kings grew upon us down. We were Northmen, sons of storm and burning seas. We were Northmen, unashamed and wild and free. No priest could chain the roaring tide. No weakling hand the course decide. Before the fire was choked by fear, we were Northmen.
We were Northmen here.
Yeah, it's a little too punk rock.
Oh, okay. It's the
It
same song.
It got well. No, it's listen to you. Like making it faster, it lost its punch. If you can find a way to make it faster, where the tempo is faster, but it keeps the power.
I don't think there's anything.
Well, I mean, we'd have to go through like a zillion iterations to try to figure it out to where we'd have to change the prompt. Have you ever heard the song "The Power God" by Wizard?
No, I don't think I have.
I don't want to play it on here because I'm going to get zicked by fucking YouTube, and I don't want to go through all that. But
sure.
The Power God by Odin. I've actually played it for you because I think we talked about it on the Metal Hammer of Doom. But it's a really fast song, but it somehow finds a balance between almost like death metal speed or like thrash, but still retains a lot of like the deep throated barbarian power that I'm going for.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna do an experiment here.
Sure.
I'm gonna ask Fancy if it knows the song.
I'm trying to figure out like.
Do you know the Muffin Man? Do you know
the Muffin Man? To listen to the Muffin Man.
Do you know the song "The Power God" by Wizard?
Look at this option. I get in here, I play with things, and I realize I don't mess with things enough. There's an edit instruments. Like add or replace the song's instrumentation. Like I've done fade in and fade out. I haven't done add stem because that's Premiere. I've never really replaced section. I'm gonna have to learn like edit instruments because there's a lot of times where I'm just like throw in a harmonica right here. I mean, it's got to happen. But I don't think there's any way for me to see like what there's probably some way. No, I don't want that. Lyrics, tighten these lyrics, cut the weakest lines, simplify the language.
Okay, I'm sending you a new prompt.
Okay.
I
was Northman.
I was Northman.
Funny how we just create the song. It's in our heads.
I was Northman. Okay. You can eat cheeseburger. We was Northmen. You can cheeseburger.
Well, I don't think you're going to beat the guy that gave us a comment. So, I, as much as I would like to do a Remy song about I can eat a cheeseburger, how many fucking characters was that prompt?
Why is it over?
Holy shit!
How far over is it?
I got 1,000. I got 1,000. I got all the way up to, well, I have like three words left. Production that emphasizes melody as much as power.
Now magic prompt it. Just magic prompt it.
Okay.
We was Northmen.
You was Northmen.
We was sailing on the seas. We was Northmen. All right, let's try it again.
All right. Oh, shit.
What did you do, Ray? Yeah, when I was doing the most dangerous game, it was showing me like the the sound like you got up there. It was fucking throwing me off. I'm like, I hate this. Like, get this out of here. Like, I'm not that technical with it. I was not Northman.
Okay. All right, we're just going to try this and see what we get. I don't know if it's going to work, but let's see. Because I might have to redo everything here, but let's see what we got. So was that the same thing?
Yeah, it kind of has the same beginning. I'm curious to see where it's going if you'd like let it play.
Yeah, sure. I was...
Beneath our keel, salt and iron, oak and steel. We spoke in thunder through the smoke. No measured word, no timid oath. The hall fire roared against the night. Voices clashed in drunken spite. Brothers carved their names in flame. No man among us bowed to shame. But silver crept beneath the door. Soft-handed scribes began their war. Counting cups and timing songs, telling wolves where they belong. And the ravens left the rafters. One by one they fled the sound of chains wrapped tight around the feast. As frightened kings drew borders down. We were Northmen, sons of storm and burning seas. We were Northmen, unashamed and wild and free. No priest could chain the roaring tide. No weakling hand or course decide. Before the fire was choked by fear, we were Northmen here. We were Northmen here. The drums grew faint, the torches dimmed. The skulls were worn, the songs too grim. Stay within the marked out hours. The hall survives through ordered power. But halls are not sustained by rules, nor conquered, seized by careful fools. The bold were driven toward the shore, while cowards barred the mead hall door. One final feast beneath the smoke. 3 long hours the old god spoke of broken homes and dying stars and wounds no healer's hand could bar. Then whispers curled around the throne like winter serpents made of frost. The fire burns too fierce tonight. The hall itself may soon be lost. We were Northman, sons of storm and iron rain. We were Northmen, baptized in the spray and flame. No chain could hold the northern wind. No frightened heart could ever win. Before the tide withdrew from shore, we were Northmen more. The sea lies cold and still, quiet crowns on quiet hills. The warriors sail in scattered lines, leaving lesser men behind. They traded thunder for control, measured every living soul. And when the last old battle died, the ravens vanished with the tide. We were Northmen. Hear the black and longships call. We were Northmen. Before the silence claimed the hall, the sea remembered song well past the freezing foam. The exiled sons still carry home. We were Northmen. We were Northmen. We were Northmen once. Once.
Wow. We got down.
I think that I want to hear the second version, but I think that's the one.
Well, okay. All right. We'll pin it. Let's see what we got here with our second one.
Beneath our keel, salt and iron, oak and steel. We spoke in thunder through the smoke. No measured word, no timid oath. The hall fire roared against the night. Voices clashed in drunken spite. Brothers carved their names in flame. No man among us bowed to shame. But silver crept beneath the door. Soft-handed scribes began their war. Counting cups and timing songs, telling wolves where they belong. And the ravens left the rafters one by one. They fled the sound of chains wrapped tight around the feast as frightened kings drew borders down. We were Northmen, sons of storm and burning.
I feel like pretty much a derivative off the other one.
Yeah, it's almost exactly
I
the same. I don't see the
here. That's not a
difference.
problem. I could tell. Yeah, there's not much difference. I bet when we get to the bridge, like, take it to the bridge. Let's see. There's a way to view waveform, and I think we
I
could
hate
see.
that, but I fucking
the bridge
hate
is
it.
going to sound just a tiny bit different.
Mm-hmm. When I was doing the most dangerous game stuff, and that would come up.
You hate it? You hate it?
Waveform. Absolutely. I was like, get this out of here. I don't need it.
Not a fan.
No.
Man, it's pretty much the same. I like this one. Let me change this back to list. I agree with you. This one right here. I like it. Do you want to hear any variants or anything like that?
No, I think we got it. We're also here. We're also like another hour and 10 minutes here. We have to throw that one guy's comment into fucking Remy. So
yes, we've got to do it right now. All right,
we have to. But I think we need to. You need to hear me out on this. I think we need to keep, like, if we're gonna keep making silly songs at like the end of the serious song, I think we need to stay with a genre, and that genre is polka.
Stay with folk metal.
No, polka.
With our boy here. Okay.
When we get to the silly song.
Polka. Okay. Polka. I got you. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right.
Can you get a new computer, please?
Okay. All right. Dude, this is either the internet. It's not me. I've done nothing to my computer. It's worked fine before. I have no idea why it's doing this.
Okay.
It's aggravating me. And yes, I would love to get myself a new computer. Maybe I'll do that.
Go get a laptop and just use it for podcasts.
Anyway. All right. So let's grab David Cardenia 7621 and let's get in here and we will do. Wow. I don't even know what half of this is. What does that mean? Plus lyricist. So if I click lyricist, build a lyricist from lyrics that capture a voice.
The fuck?
No, that's not what I want to do.
Remember, this used to be a
it
fairly
sounds like
simple
it's a personality thing.
I was gonna say, remember, this used to be a fairly simple operation.
Oh yeah. All right, so let's just do this. Let's go here and help me write the lyrics. What are you doing to me here? Add a chorus. Can I just?
All right. While you bumblefuck this, I'm gonna.
I just want Remy. Where's Remy at?
Just it.
All right. Yeah.
Here's the thing.
You guys sit
Polka,
down and watch me.
Here, hang on. Polka and dubstep. Done.
Okay. Thanks, Mark. Go use the bathroom. All right. So let's go into this. And new draft. Oh, daggone it. Wow. I don't know what's going on here. Did they get rid of Remy? Please tell me they didn't get rid of Remy. All right, let's go to simple. That doesn't help. All right, help me write lyrics. Here. Is there a lyrics model?
By the way,
where is, dude? I don't know. I think they may have got rid of Remy.
The fuck?
And that's kind of sad. I can't figure out how to like get Remy. Like I cannot. Oh. Let me do plus lyricist. I don't think that's what it's going to do. That's adding a lyricist. Voice inspiration. It's not any of this. I can't do that.
I can't even grab the text.
New draft is going to clear it.
Do you have the text of it? Can you send it to me real quick?
Yeah.
What are we calling this, by the way?
I don't like this. Let's just call it like, okay, start writing lyrics. Let me just do this. And then help me write lyrics. I don't know what the hell we want to call it.
Hang on. Let me
turn this into a verse.
Some guy sent this comment to us. Let's just call it The Only Way I Could.
Okay.
So I'll make an album cover where the band is Rattledge in Broadcasting Network, and the song title is the Only Way I Could, and album covers are square. You don't need a tipper sticker. The art is The art is the Alice in Wonderland Mad Tea Party running through
I'm currently using the phone right now just to see if the option's there. Let me just put in
running through relativity MC Escher. Make it colorful.
Oh, you suck. What happened, folks? If Remi's gone, that's really sad.
But Remi's so much more tame than than from the poop in the bag days.
I mean, they have said that it's changed a little bit. Like there's some stuff. A few days ago, I was actually generating something, and it was before they did whatever this change was. It was having some problems, but I made a song. I can't remember what it was about, but it was something stupid and goofy. But it used Remi. So I don't understand, man. So now I don't know, like, it sucks because we can't, it's not like off the cuff like it used to be. It's not going to be, it's not going to be silly. It's going to be really straightforward. And I'm going to hate that because Remi was so
that's a radical change from Hugastapa.
Yeah.
Well, try before you become all sour about it. Just try generating lyrics and see what it comes up with. So there's no Remi selection anymore.
No.
Okay.
Nope. I mean, I can hit like, oh, this drives me nuts. Get that. I guess turn this into a verse. I guess I can prompt what I want to do with these lyrics. Let's just do this. Use these lyrics and come up with an absolutely
goofy and abstract.
Insane, goofy and abstract polka song.
But make sure, like, the genre
now
is
let's
like
just
dubstep crossed with polka, because I think that's a great sound.
All right, well, I'm going to just try the lyrics here first and see what we get. Couldn't generate lyrics.
What the fuck, dude?
And why not? I need a crazy song that uses these lyrics.
So you want to see what
that
came up with? You want to see the fucking album cover came up with? This is fantastic.
I do want to see this. I want to see this.
Because I think this also might help you, like, inspire some lyrics. We were Northmen.
I was Northman. Where were you on that fateful night? I was Northman.
So it's Alice in Wonderland at the Mad Tea Party, but it's running through Relativity by MC Escher.
All right. That's awesome. That's
the only
really
way
cool.
I could. Yeah, right?
That's really cool.
I would say let that inspire your lyrics.
Okay, hold on. Have you ever, when you're going through like your Facebook, have you, do you see ads that feature Gemma Haggis by chance, where she's talking about using Suno and she plays her own beat and stuff? I don't know if
but I don't.
seen
but
that, like scrolling through Facebook.
If If it's there, it doesn't really register with me.
She's a very pretty lady who plays stuff on her piano and tells you to use Suno to remix it. Anyway, okay. she did a what is it called? A hook where she had it read the mean comments to her. So it was nothing but a song about mean comments about how she had piggy fingers and things like that. So
gotcha.
All right, let's just see what we get if I do this. Turn this into a verse, add a chorus. And if okay. So it just makes that the chorus. All right. Then what do I do next? Make the chorus more melodic. Add a sharper hook around Go Home to You.
This used to be a lot easier.
This was way easier. I put the stuff in there, you immediately come up with something off the wall. Why is it not doing that anymore? That is really upsetting.
Do you use like Grok or any of the other ones? Like if you threw it into another, I don't want to throw it into ChatGPT. I feel like we've asked it to do enough tonight. Like throw it into something else and be like, make an unhinged, turn this into an unhinged dubstep polka.
What do you want to throw it into?
I don't know. You tell me. What else do you use? Don't you use like Claude and Grok and
I have no
Shyster
idea.
and Chimichurri?
I mean, let's go to Claude and bear with me. I got to log in.
Oh my God.
And I'm sure StreamYard's going to love that. It's probably going to knock me off here. Bear with me. Claude Fable 5. I don't care. Just give me a second.
I'm about to throw it into fucking Google Gemini.
Get me in there. Come on.
We were Northmen.
You can do it.
You can do it. Put your back into it.
I was a Northman.
I'm a Northman.
All right.
we were Northmen.
I almost passed out because that was so fun. Oh shoot! All right,
okay,
yes.
Same song again,
please.
but sung by the Lollipop Guild from the Wizard of Oz. We were Northmen.
The Lollipop Guild.
We represent the Northmen.
Okay, all right, here we go. So I'm in Claude. Give me a second. Let me throw these in here.
Okay.
I need
make a dubstep polka out of this comment, but also Alice in Wonderland, Mad Tea Party, Relativity, MC Escher.
Okay, slow down, please. For the love of Pete, I cannot type that fast.
I'm like the people who I do intakes with, and I'm like, give me your address. It's like, I'm like, slower. I have to type this.
Please. I need an absolutely crazy dubstep polka song based off this comment. And okay, I'm going to put this in here. Roast it while you're at it. Influenced by give me Alice in Wonderland.
Alice in Wonderland's Mad Tea Party.
Mad Tea Party.
And Relativity. Relativity by the letter M, the letter C, and then Escher. Escher.
All right. Oh, there's a C in there. Okay. And then all right, so I need an absolutely crazy dubstep polka song based off this comment, and roast it while you're at it. Influenced by Alice in Wonderland, Mad Tea Party, and Relativity by MC Escher.
The song
Sonic.
is called hang on. The song title is "The Only Way I Could."
Okay. All right, and then oh shoot. Let's grab the lyrics. Need those.
Never let nerds play with
I was a
artificial
Northman.
intelligence. We were Northmen.
Okay, here we go. I don't know what Claude's going to do. I have not visited Claude in a very, very, very long time. I'm going to share the screen here. This is what Claude looks like, Mark. Very simple, very elegant. All right, here we go.
Very, very nice, very evil.
Probably should have said, give me the lyrics, but oh, this comment is a gift. It just leaves you standing there at you and you like a broken record at a tea party. Perfect fuel for an unhinged dubstep polka. Here it goes. All right. So we got the oompa pa oompa woomp, which is that should be interesting. 6 o'clock forever. Pour the tea. The logic's crooked as it's ever going to be. Climb the staircase, it goes down. The whole argument's upside down town. The only way I could what, my friend? You started off a sentence with no end. You built a staircase made of if and so. Escher's laughing, watching where it goes. Up is down and down's the only way. You talked yourself in circles and you stayed. So you'd be fine. So you'd be fine. Sure you would. Sure you would. Keep telling that line. Womp, womp, womp. Oh boy, this is interesting. I do more work. Be alone, then I'll come home if I needed you. And record scratch silence. You.
Nice.
Okay. All right. Let's just see what this sounds like, because I really have, for some reason, high doubts that it's going to interpret all of that extra crazy crap in there.
I'm really okay with whatever it comes up with.
I think we'll be just fine.
We're making a silly song.
We're just like, I really don't give a shit. We just want
some
something.
drive-by commenter from
okay.
45 minutes ago.
Oh my
sent
gosh.
us in some horse shit.
It's a whole damn song. Look at this, dude. Look at what it did. Outro, Teacup Shattering. So put all that in the outro.
All right, make the song already.
What is going on with this?
Just let it do its thing. This is one of those where everyone's going to throw everything in the kettle, and we're going to see what witch doctory we come up with. Don't be too controlling with this.
Where was did you give me a what? Did you give me a prompt?
Just put dubstep. Just put dubstep. Polka. And clowncore.
Oh, of course. Magic
Perfect.
prompt, or
that's our sound, Jesse. Let's see what
Here
it does.
we go.
Let's see what it does by itself.
Okay, all right.
The only way I could, baby.
Did I put that even in here?
What?
Okay, this is going to be fucked up, but here we go. So let's just see if the intro is indeed an accordion wheeze into a bass drop. There's fucking no way. I will tell you that Suno has done some stuff, but if we start this song off with that, I will be impressed. So here we go.
Okay.
6 o'clock forever, pour the tea. The logic's crooked as it's ever gonna be. Climb the staircase, it goes down. This whole argument's upside down town.
The only way I could what, my friend? You started off a sentence with no end. You built a staircase made of if and so. Asher's laughing, watching where it goes.
Up is down and down's the only way. You talk yourself and you stayed.
So you'd be fine.
So you'd be fine.
Sure you would. Sure you would.
Stop.
Okay.
I forgot
All
a critical
right, done.
element to this. Gangster rap vocals.
Oh no. Oh, okay. It's a critical element. A critical element.
I forgot the tongue of Newt.
All right, hold on. Let me grab this. We're gonna put this in the front so it knows this is important. Separate these by commas. It might think that's all one genre if I do that. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got.
As funny as that was.
Oh boy. All right. As we get into what I decided to call Escher's logic. All right, here we go. First one.
Boom! Pop, pop, boom, pop, pop, boom. 6 o'clock forever for the tea. The logic's crooked as it's ever gonna be. Climb the staircase, it goes down. This whole argument's upside downtown. Pop, 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 pop. The only way I could what, my friend? You started off a sentence with no end. You built a staircase made of if and so. Escher's laughing, watching where it goes. Up is down and down's the only way.
All right, not enough gangster rap. We're gonna have to try that again.
Not only
Let's
that,
do-
but where was the
let's do-
polka? I don't know what that was.
I could hear a little bit of something in there, but let's just see what the second one
It
sounds
needs
like.
to be bouncy.
Boom. Boom.
Here we go.
Bum. 6 o'clock forever for the tea. The logic's crooked as it's ever gonna be. Climb the staircase, it goes down. This whole argument's upside downtown. The only way I could what, my friend? You started off a sentence with no end. You built a staircase made of if.
All right, I'm not feeling that. Hold on a second. I want to magic prompt this. Let me just grab this.
Add the word
I
bouncy.
want to magic prompt it.
You gotta add the word
Bouncy?
bouncy.
Okay. Bouncy.
Bouncy.
All right. Bouncy. Let me copy this and then magic prompt. And you know what else I want to do? I'm going to crank up the weirdness level.
Yeah.
I'm going to crank up the weirdness level just a bit. And then some more options. We'll go with male. Weirdness is going to be up to 75.
No.
All right. Now.
70.
No.
70.
All right. 70.
There you go.
There you go. And we're going to call this. This was the only way I could. Nope.
It's just
try
the,
this.
the only way I could.
There we go. All right, here we go. Let's see what we get. I want a nice rap song with. Something like a Hoogestapper. We were doing Industrial Clown Core or something last time, but let's see what we get
There's
here.
a lot going on.
Here we go.
6 o'clock forever pour the tea. The logic's crooked as it's ever gonna be. Climb the staircase, it goes down. This whole argument's upside downtown.
There we go. There's some dubstep.
The only way I could what, my friend? You started off a sentence with no He built a staircase made of if and so. Asher's laughing, watching where it goes. Up is down and down's the only way. You talk yourself in circles and you stay. So you'd be fine, so you'd be fine. Sure you would, keep telling that line.
Full wobble bass. Look at this. There's no way.
Be alone, and I'll come home if I needed you. And you built a whole entire Rube Goldberg land just to arrive at I might if I can. A punchline with no joke, the door to no room. Alice never felt this far down this logic loom. The Hatter checks his watch, it's running twice as fast, cause even time gives up. I'm parsing this contrast. Round and round the teacup goes where the sentence lands. Nobody knows. You needed me to make it work so you could rest while I do the work. Convenient how the math checks out when the labor's mine and the maybes your own. The only way I could is if you did it all, and I showed up late to a party I didn't go well. If I needed you and you. If I needed you and you.
Oh. Whew. All right, well, listen to this next one, and I feel like that one right here is cutting Brent. Let's see what we get here on number 2. 22 minutes and 40 seconds.
6 o'clock forever, pour the tea. The logic's crooked as it's ever gonna be. Climb the staircase, it goes down. This whole argument's upside down. The only way I could what my friend who started off the sentence with no end.
You built a staircase made of if and so.
Asher's laughing, watching where it goes.
Up is down and down's the only way.
You talk yourself in circles and you stay.
This
So
is not
you'd
fast
be
enough.
fine.
So you.
Saying cut.
You've got to make this faster.
Yeah.
This is
I like
dragging.
this one.
I no, but make it
you want-
faster.
You want that fast.
I
want
think
it faster.
dancier, bouncier.
So the one that we just
no, the one that
Okay,
you
all
like,
right.
like take the same prompt again, but like somehow, I don't know. I don't want to add like, I don't want to recreate Hugestapa, but this has to have like
Here
a
it comes.
dancier rhythm.
All right, we're going to do this. Well, we got at 140 beats per minute. Do you want it to be faster than that?
Like 5 times faster.
160?
260.
I don't think you could do a 520. Huh?
do 260.
Did you say 260?
Yes.
Yeah, this ought to be fun. Okay. All right, here we go. I just changed up. I also put bouncy industrial clowncore gangster rap. So let's just see what we get. We don't want to recreate Hugestapa, but Hugestapa was so damn good.
Yeah.
And this is the only way I could.
Derek.
All right, let's see what we get. Derek.
6 o'clock forever, pour the tea. The logic's crooked as it's ever gonna be. Climb the staircase, it goes down. This whole argument's upside down.
The only way I could what, my friend? You started off a sentence with no end. You built a staircase made of this and so. Asher's laughing, watching where it goes.
Up is down and down's the only way. You talked yourself in circles and you stayed.
So you'd be fine. So you'd be fine.
Sure you would. Keep telling that line.
Nice.
Do more work.
Be alone. Now come home.
If I needed you and you built a whole entire Rube Goldberg plan just to arrive at
I might if I can.
a punchline with no joke, a door to no room. Alice never fell this far down this logic loom. The Hatter checks his watch, it's running twice as fast, cause even time gives up on parsing this contrast. Round and round the teacup goes, where the sentence lands nobody knows. You needed me to make it work, so you
Could rest while I do the work.
convenient how the math checks out when the labor's mine and the maybes you're out. The only way I could walk is if you did it all.
And I showed up late.
To a party I didn't throw. If I needed you and you. Bum 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 bum.
Wait. We are done with the lyrics, and there's a whole other minute left. That could use a fade out or something. All right, let's listen to this next one here real quick.
Bum 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 bum. 6 o'clock forever. Pour the tea. The logic's crooked as it's ever gonna be. Climb the staircase, it goes down. This whole argument's upside down.
The only way I could what, my friend? You started off a sentence with no end. You built a staircase made of if and so. Asher's laughing, watching where it goes.
Is down and down's the only way. You tuck yourself in circles and you stay.
So you'd be fine.
So you'd be fine.
Sure you would. Keep telling that line.
Do more work. Be alone. Now come home.
If I needed you and
You. You built a whole entire Rube Goldberg plan just to arrive at I might if I can. A punchline with no joke, a door to no room. Alice never fell this far down this logic loom.
the Hatter checks his watch, it's running twice as fast, cause even time gives up on parsing this contrast.
Round and round the teacup goes, so where the sentence lands nobody knows. You needed me to make it.
Checks out
I think it does good with this. part right here.
The only way I could walk is if you did it all. And I showed up late.
To a party I didn't go. Wait, if I needed you and you.
Pick one, Mark.
Are you done?
I'm done.
Because I had a thought.
Oh, if you had a thought, okay, that's fine. What you got?
Go down to weirdness.
Okay.
Crank it.
Okay. I don't. Once it starts turning red.
No.
Go
back. We don't want strawberry jam.
You don't want red. All right,
Back.
we'll go to 84. 85. There we go.
Go to 80. Go to 80.
And
Go
then
to 80.
We'll go to 80. Okay.
Go to 80. And yeah, and then go to 75 on the style prompt. Or the style.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
All right. Last iteration.
This guy, he got a whole show.
This is what happens. This is what happens when you leave us comments.
Okay. All right, here we go. Let's do our first one. What?
6 o'clock forever pour the tea. The logic's crooked as it's ever gonna be. Climb the staircase in the walls. This whole argument upside down.
What the fuck is going on in this song? All right. This is a weird shit when you crank up the weirdness meter.
Okay,
like,
we may have gone
just,
too
like,
weird. Yeah, like back it up a bit.
I mean, let's just see if that goes into this one too. Like something is not
like
right,
the higher the
let's just see if
weirdness,
it
the
does
less
it on this
rhythm
one.
it has.
It's like it samples like other songs or something. I don't know what the deal is.
Yeah,
It's
move
weird.
the weirdness back.
This one
to
doesn't
75.
sound too bad at the start off. Let's listen to this one real quick.
Boom, 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 boom. 6 o'clock forever. Pour the key. The logical kid has a temper gonna be. Climb the staircase, it goes down. And this whole argument's upside down.
It's like it doesn't know what the hell's going on.
It's
Like it has no clue.
It's two recordings playing at the same time. And they're slightly out of sync.
It's like I want to do every genre that you put on here, and then I'll add about 50 more, if that's all right. And then we'll do it all at once in one song.
Yeah,
all right.
let's
So yeah,
move
let's
that.
go back down. 75.
Yeah.
All right. Let's leave it there. Let's see what we get. I've cranked weirdness up to 100%
Yeah,
one
it
time,
doesn't
and
sound
it's
like music. You
unintelligible.
told me it's just like rolling pots and pans down a hill.
Yeah, it really legitimate is. All right, here we go. Here's our first one.
Six o'clock forever. All the deed. The logic's crooked as it's ever gonna be. Climb the staircase, it goes down. This whole argument's upside down, down, down. The only way I could what, my friend? You started off a sentence with no end. You built a staircase made of if and so. Ashes laughing, watching where it goes. Up is down and down's the only way. You talk yourself in circles and you stay. So you'll be fine.
So you'll be fine.
Sure you would, keep telling that line. phone. Then I'll come home if I needed you. You built a whole entire Rube Goldberg plan just to arrive at I might if I can. A punchline with no joke, door to no room. Alice never felt this far down this logic room. The Hatter checks his watch, it's running twice as fast, cause even time gives up on parts in this contrast.
Round and round the pickup goes where the sentence lands. Nobody knows. Needed me to make it work so you could rest while I do the work. Convenient, convenient. All the math checks out when the labor's mine and the maybe's your route.
Only way I could rap is if they did it all. Bump, bump, and I showed up late to a party I didn't go.
If I need it, yo, hey.
All right, come on. Wrap it up. Come on, Suno. Oh, no. Want to draw it out just a little bit more. A little tiny bit more. You know you're done. Stop. Okay, good job.
6 o'clock forever for the tea. The logic's crooked as it's ever gonna be. Climb the staircase, it goes down. This whole argument's upside down. The only way I could with my friend. You started off a sentence with no end. You built a staircase made of if and so. Ashes laughing, watching where it goes. Up is down and down. See?
Oh, man. It was so good.
Remember when we did Hit It, Darren? That's what I wanted.
Like that right there, that sound is what you wanted? Is that what you're saying?
Like, well, when it was going fast, like when I started nodding my head, like that's the best part of the song.
Yeah, yeah. Once this thing gets done generating, I could probably end it like at a section and that'd be it. You know, it can fade itself out. The hell? But yeah, that's the only thing I can think of to do is like, I like that. I just have to cut it. So, and it's still going, it's still generating. Like, this could be a 7 minute and 59 second song.
Yikes.
Yeah. But what do you think? You want to hear the second one?
Yeah.
All right, let's listen to a little bit of this one. See what we get.
Bum, 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 bum. 6 o'clock forever for the tea. The logic's crooked as it's ever gonna be. Climb the staircase, it goes down. This whole argument's upside down town.
The only way I could want my friend. You started off a sentence with no end. You built a staircase made of if and so. Escher's laughing, watching where it goes.
This down and down's the only way.
You talked yourself in circles and you stayed.
So you'd be fine.
So you'd be.
All right, I've got to try something here. I like that. We can stick with that first one and I can edit it, but I want to try something. I just want to do gangster rap polka. and I want to see what this creates. So
Hang
let's
on.
see what we get.
Hang on.
Okay.
I'm thinking.
I can add whatever. What do you want? Okay.
Thrash industrial beat.
While you're thinking, I want to see how this turns out.
I just gave it. I think there's
Thrash?
Thrash industrial beats.
Okay.
How many fucking things are you fucking doing here?
Let's just listen to. We're going to listen to Gangster Rap Polka first. Just see what that version sounds like, and then we're going to add what we're going to listen to what you added, and then we're going to listen to the Magic Prompt version. So let's see what we get.
O'clock forever for the tea. The largest crooked as it's ever gonna be. Climb the staircase, it goes down. This whole argument's upside down town. The only way I could what, my friend? You started off a sentence with no end. You built a staircase made of if and so. Escher's laughing, watching where it goes. Up is down and down is the only way. You talk yourself in circles and you stay. So you'd be fine. So you'd be fine. Sure you would. Sure you would.
All right, so here's your thrash beats one.
It's ever gonna be. Climb the staircase, it goes down. This whole argument's upside down. The only way I could what, my friend? You started off a sentence with no end. You built a staircase made of if and so. Escher's laughing, watching where it goes. Up is down and down's the only way. You put yourself in circles and you stay. So you'd be fine. So you'll be fine. Sure you would, sure you would. Keep telling that lie. Do more work. Be alone. Then I'll come home. If I needed you and you. You built a whole entire Rube Goldberg plan just to arrive at I might, if I can. A punchline with no joke, a door to no room. Alice never fell this far down this logic loom. The head of checks is rushes running twice as fast, cause even time gives up on boxing this contrast. Round and round the teacup goes where the sentence lands. Nobody knows you needed me to make it work, so you could rest while I do the work. Convenient, how the math checks out when the labor's mine and the baby's your route. Only way I could is if you did it all. I showed up at 8 to a party I didn't throw. If I needed you and you. If I needed you and you.
Oh my gosh. Is it going to do this again? It's going to go for another like 5 minutes. Gosh, it was a good, this was decent.
Yeah, I think it's the best one we've done.
Yeah, and now it's going to go off and do its thing again. I'm pinning this and I'll edit it because it ended perfectly at one point. All right, let's listen to one of these. This is the magic prompt. Let's listen to this one.
Six o'clock forever, pour the tea. The logic's crooked as it's ever gonna be. Climb the staircase, it goes down. This whole argument's upside down.
No. Yeah, look at this bullshit down here. Oh yeah, 7 minutes and 59 seconds. Kiss my ass.
Six o'clock forever, pour the tea. The logic's crooked as it's ever gonna be. Climb the staircase, it goes down. This whole argument's upside down town. The only way I could what, my friend? You started off a sentence with no end. You built a staircase made of if and so. Sure as I've been watching where it goes. Up is down and down's the only way. You talk yourself in circles and you stayed. So you'd be fine, so you'd be fine. Sure you would, sure you would. Keep telling that lie.
No.
All right.
Stop.
Okay. I'm sticking with this one.
How we got to the folk metal vocals, I'll never know.
So I like this one. I'm going to. There's an easy way for me to just like crop it.
Okay.
Because this one I think is because it's fast. Like it does. Yeah. It gets fast. It's supposed to be gangster rap vocals, so it needs to go quick. It's just it got in front of itself.
6 o'clock forever. Pour the tea. The logic's crooked as it's ever gonna be. Climb the staircase. It goes down. This whole argument's upside down. The only way I could what, my friend? You started off a sentence with no end. You built a staircase made of if and so. Escher's laughing once and where it goes. Up is down and down's the only way. You put yourself in circles and you stay. So you'd be fine. So you'd be fine. Sure you would, sure you would. Keep telling that lie. Be alone, then I'll come home. If I needed you and you. You built a whole entire Rube Goldberg plan just to arrive at I might. If I can. A punchline with no joke, a door to no room. Alice never fell this far down this logic loom. The head of checks is rushes running twice as fast, cause even time gives up on box in this contrast. Round and round the teacup goes where the sentence lands. Nobody knows you needed me to make it work, so you could rest while I do the work. Convenient, convenient, how the math checks out when the labor's mine and the baby's your own. home. I showed up late to a party I didn't throw. If I needed you and you. If I needed you and you.
All right, so I'm gonna cut it at like 2:48. Like right there is like the very last that song's gonna go. Wow. We did it, Mark Radulich.
Once again, another
The only way I
songs.
could.
All right.
We should have stopped. That guy should have never commented. We would have never went this long.
All right, so the next one's going to be a real interesting one. The musical inspiration is "Paradise by the Dashboard Light" by Meatloaf. This is going to take me some time. I can't do this tonight, but the next episode is August 27th. So we got some time to work on it, and it's going to be Sessions Volume 2, From the Corner to the Deuce.
Oh boy!
Yeah. We're going to musically go through, we did a podcast where we did every single season of David Simon shows. We're going to do that musically.
Wow.
You ever hear Paradise by the Dashboard Light?
Oh, I remember. I know that song.
Yeah. Like, it's like different parts and stuff. Like, this may be the most complex project we've ever done. Like, we might need to make multiple songs and connect them.
Yeah. I can see that.
I can already see the pushback from Fancy. Like, you sent me
Wait a second.
1,000.
Oh my gosh.
You sent me 1,000 transcripts.
How am I supposed to put this as one song? No, stop it.
Knock it off, you asshole. So, but that we're gonna attempt this. I'm gonna put some work in. I'm gonna spend the weekend, getting all the transcripts together, kind of working with Fancy, creating all the parts, and we might just have to make different songs and then connect them as one big thing. And it's From the Corner to the Deuce.
Okay.
Paradise by the Dashboard Light.
I like
From
it.
the Corner to the Deuce. So
I like it.
That's what we got going on for Sessions in next month. In the meantime, this past week we reviewed, you and me reviewed the entirety of the Savage Hawkman, which was less a review and more of a rebuke of the New 52. Then myself, Alexis, Robert, and Ben Cologne,
52.
we reviewed Supergirl, the new movie. It's not doing very well. You and Alexis did the Amazing Digital Circus last 2 nights ago.
Yeah. We had a small conversation about AI there.
And then Monday, myself and Robert are reviewing Minions and Monsters. And then a week from tonight, you and I are back. A significantly less fucking complicated show. We'll be looking at K Street.
Fuck around time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
We will be looking at K Street. So from another political show, a little less meaty than the newsroom, but I think it's going to be a fun one for us to talk about. A very different kind of show. So if this is going to be one of those where I think you're going to get Mindy to watch it with you, and then after about 20 minutes, she's like, I'm happy to sit here next to you and body double you, but I will be on TikTok. Go fuck yourself and tell Mark I said so.
Okay. All right then.
Yeah, it's a very wordy show, but not in the sing-songy Aaron Sorkin sense.
Wonderful.
So, what do you got going on, Jesse?
All right. Well, happy 4th of July, ladies and gentlemen. That'll be happening here in about 2 days. Let's see. we are in the midst of, for the unspoken issues. This is Unspoken Issues Month on the Source Material Comics feed. A lot of unspoken issues getting dropped. We had our May poll winner where me and Chris Armstrong got together and talked Friends of Max, which was a very different conversation between me and Chris Armstrong about 90s comics. And next Monday will be myself and Chris Armstrong again talking some Wizard half issues. Poll went up, and what was chosen was oh my goodness, Spider Girl 1/2 and it was a Jim Lee vehicle. I cannot remember the name of that Jim Lee comic for the life of me. I had it there, but anyway, it was whatever the Jim Lee Wizard 1/2 was that he did. Check that out. A good conversation. Had by all. My goodness, I'm about to fall asleep. Mark's probably about to fall asleep. And I don't think I have anything else on the agenda right now. So as far as I could tell, coming back for K Street, and I think we got a Metal Hammer of Doom coming up in a week or so as well. I know Evan Bevins and myself will be recording Marvel Snap, Snap Material, which focuses on the game for your mobile device called Marvel Snap. So if you get a chance, check that out. That being said, we are getting out of here. Mark Radulich, take us out.
All right, for Jesse Starcher, I'm Sir Peasalot. Be well, be safe, and behave.